Hey everyone, hi, welcome back to Adobe Live. My name is Annika and I'm your host today. I'm a freelance graphic designer based out of Toronto, Canada, and also an Adobe Express ambassador. And I have the pleasure of welcoming Phoebe Sherman from Girl Gang Craft here today, who is also an Adobe Express ambassador. Hey Phoebe, how's it going today?
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
So I am really excited for you to dive into designing thank you cards for small business owners because I love little notes that I get with products. But before we dive into it, I want to give a quick shout out to our chat and all the friends joining us. If you are joining us on YouTube or on Behance, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to ask any questions. There are some freebies in the description as well that Phoebe's going to point out in just a second here. But if you're in chat, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're joining us from in the world. Hi, say hi. Don't ask questions. No, ask questions. Wait, I meant ask questions. Okay, cool. All right, Phoebe, why don't you give us a quick introduction of who you are, what you do, and then let's dive into it. Let's make thank you cards.
Yeah, I'm Phoebe. Like you said, I'm the founder of Girl Gang Craft, and we are a femme-forward community for creatives. And we sort of got our start by hosting craft fairs. I have an apparel line, and I was bopping around trying to, figure out how to sell my own work, and was finding that the craft fair world was expensive and exclusive. So I just created my own, and that was in 2017. And since then, we've expanded to multiple cities. We're in California, we're in Massachusetts, and we just announced Providence, Rhode Island. So we're physically around the US. And then also, we have a lot of infrastructure in place to support you all on your creative endeavors. So we have a podcast, Girl Gang Craft the podcast, and we have classes and courses on things like email marketing, pitching brand partners, making video content, and also how to throw your own craft fair if that's something that interests you. I'm also been an Adobe. I've also been an Adobe Express ambassador since before it was Adobe Express. So I really feel at home here in this community, and really happy to be here and show you all how to make some cute little postcards to send in the mail and for your product-based business with your product.
I love that. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. That gives us like a little insight into who you are. And I love that there's a podcast as well. So I've put in the link for Phoebe's website in the chat. So make sure to click on that and give her a follow. All right. Let's dive into it. Let's make thank you cards.
Okay, let's do it. So I guess one of the first things that you want to think about is where you're going to get your postcard made. So there's two major companies that I personally like to work with, Vistaprint and Moo. Moo is higher quality. Vistaprint is a little bit cheaper. I do have a code for Vistaprint too. Girl Gang Craft will get you $20 off if you want to put that, or 20% off, even better, in the chat.
Yeah.
But so those websites are going to have size options. So that is the first thing that you want to figure out, what size your postcard is going to be. I'm going to do a 4x6. That's pretty standard. And all of those websites that I talked about should have a 4x6. So I'm going to make sure that I change it to inches here. 4x6.
Love that. I love that you're talking about printers from the get-go because you have to think
Yes.
about all of these things before
Yes, because
making.
this is a physical item. And so that's what's so
Yeah.
cool, because we talk a lot about digital items here at Adobe Live and with Adobe Express. But I'm just going to show you like what we're going to make. These are actual physical postcards. And I did these for an Adobe Express times Moo workshop. And
Mhm.
I send these out with all my products. They get little postcards. So you have like the fun branded side, and then you
Mhm.
have a note. Can you see that? There's the front. There we go.
Yeah, we can see
Um,
that. Okay.
so you have a
Yeah,
note.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like to always say the person's name too. So I handwrite that. And I also sign my name. And then you can also get like, business cards. We love business cards. I'm a strong believer in paper, really believe in paper. But so
Okay,
let's
print is not dead.
It's
Yeah.
not. I mean, as an event producer too, I also use a lot of flyers. So
Yeah.
I love it. Um, but so let's hop into it. And then also like for things you could put QR codes too. So I'll show you how to do that. So my brand colors are already uploaded here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick a color. And then I really like the design assets.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm going to start with like a Polaroid, like you all saw. And I think we gave you all a template too, if you want to do um, this exact situation or work from our template. But I'm just going to build it from scratch right now. We're just going to find cute little Polaroid. And I love how on the design assets, you can see the texture. I think that makes it really cool. Then let's see, I uploaded a photo here in my libraries, and I think that's a really good way to stay organized. So you could use, right, an Adobe stock photo for your postcard, but I think it's going to be stronger to use your own photos with your own product, right?
Yeah.
So I think the number one thing that you should invest in as a photographer, I that's something I believe in.
Absolutely. I think that goes a long way, just establishing your brand and brand values and like really bringing in your style, like a form of visual element with brand photography. I love that.
Yeah. And then it's like a cute little keepsake. Like I remember this one brand that I used to order from all the time, and they just had the cutest postcards. And I just kept them, you know? I like put them on my little bulletin board. They can be cute little inspo.
Yeah.
And I just made sure that I moved that behind with the layers behind the Polaroid. And then we're just going to bring in some fun other design assets. And I like their trending ones are always fun. I love like a splash of like paint. Let's find something fun.
Yeah, just to remind everyone, there is actually a template that Phoebe has shared with us today. So it is in the stream description. So if you go down below the video, there is a link that says Remix Phoebe's templates. Yeah. It's also in the chat if you'd like to do it.
Yeah, so like even some like fun gold. I don't know, maybe you're like sort of having a cool mood situation. I'm gonna just put that over. Just a cool way to add texture.
Is that like a design asset as well?
That is a design asset, yeah.
Yeah, I always wonder, like, what is the search query that you come up with while doing something like that? And it's so funny that you put in paint, and I never would have thought to put paint. I would always think to put texture or something in there.
Yeah, paint, texture, those are some good ones. I don't actually like that, so I'm going to delete that. It's okay to experiment and see what works. I think it's really important, actually. And then you like find your style, right?
Absolutely.
Being a little weird today. And then let's see. I like the shapes too. I like use this twinkle one a lot. I just think it's fun. It adds like a little sparkle. I'm going to do it in white, so then it feels like a sparkle, and it doesn't really stand out right there. So I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to like duplicate it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Duplicate it here and make it a little smaller, so it's like a little sparkle situation. Sparkle. Yeah. And then, of course, you can always add your logo, which I think is a good idea. And if you have the Adobe Express, the professional one, then you can hold your logo in there. So it should already be loaded up, and I can just be like, okay, I could put my regular logo. That could be fun. And then I also have sort of these like little emblems.
How did you go about putting your brand in there? Can you walk through the process of like putting a brand in there really quickly?
Yes, I could. Let me remember how I did that. I think you have to go. Let's say my product.
Yeah. I think it's in the brands tab on the left. Yeah.
So you go back to home, brands, and then I think you can have like a lot of brands if you have the premium. I don't know the limit, but like, so let's say you're a social media manager and you manage a lot of brands, or like a couple accounts or whatever, you could have multiple brands in here, which is super cool. So you can upload your logo, you pick all your colors. And so, you know, if you don't have colors yet, maybe you just pick from their color wheel, or you have the hex code saved somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you can choose your font. And with Adobe Express, it's cool because you have access. You can upload all the Adobe fonts. So if it's not listed already in here, you can upload them for free from the Adobe font library. So
I love
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you do it. I'm not going to actually do it because I don't have my logos saved anywhere handy. It's not going to be a pain to grab them. But I will also show you my little brand thing. We've got our fonts. We got our logos, our colors. Anyways.
Yeah, I love that how it showcases all the colors that you have with like how it's going to look in a website form or even on products. I love that.
Yeah, and then they do this thing where they take what is it? The tone and the shade of the colors. So like the add white or add black to it. And you can have like a little bit more depth. But I don't really use those. I tend to just like stick to my hex codes. But back to the project. Oh yeah, so this is the template for you guys. It'll look it's very similar. And I'm a big XOXO girl. I like to just add my XO, XO, and then make sure it's in my brand colors. And then I like to do like a cursive over it. I think that can be really fun when you have like this bold, the XOXO sort of like almost works as an emblem too. Like it feels like a design heavy, situation.
Yeah.
So we're going to write Girl Gang Craft. And I think, I'm someone who doesn't believe you. I mean, maybe this is a controversial opinion. You don't always have to stick in exactly your same fonts. I like to sometimes go a little bit different. I think it is really important to be cohesive and consistent, but sometimes you just want to try something a little bit different, and I think it's okay. I don't know if everyone would think that.
Yeah, that is a controversial opinion. Let us know, chat. What do you think? How many fonts should you use in your design? I feel like it is important, especially when you're working with a client. It's important to establish like 2 fonts that you're using.
Yes.
But sometimes it's okay. I mean, know the rules before you break them.
Yes, yes, totally. Like my cursive on other things is like a little bit different, but like since it's a signature oriented, I feel like it's okay to go a little bit off the beaten path. I don't know, maybe not. Just over here sparking controversy for our branded situation. But so let's say that you're satisfied with this. I actually think maybe it was just like one logo. Maybe we don't need both of them.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's cute, right? It's simple.
I love that. Yeah.
But it's fun also. All the colors work together, right? This isn't quite my brand color, but like it
kind of is.
Yeah. And same with this, right? That's not quite our blue, but like it really goes well with the picture in here. So like, again, know the rules before you break them and have fun. And I just love, I don't know, I'm also going to say another controversial opinion, maybe. Like, I hate a white background. And I love a cream background. So like, if you want something simple and like elevated, just don't go with white. But I just think a cream is like, so good. I don't know.
Chef's kiss. I do love that. I also like this approach because every time I think of a thank you card, I think of like a type-based design which says thank you or something like very cliche. And this is like a new approach to it. And I love that.
Yeah. I mean, so I would do 2 sides, right? So this would be the front side and then you can go back. Actually, you can do it because we have multiple pages now. You can go ahead and add a page, same as this page. And actually, what is really cool about Adobe Express that no other programs that I know of have this, multi-page and multi-sizes, which I think is wild. So on the same screen, right, you can have like, if we're going digital, your Facebook banner and your social media reel cover, all on the same space.
Yeah.
And that's cool. So for this one, right, since this is the inside, right, we have the like the actual text. I would keep this one white because you're going to save some money by not printing a two-sided color
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
So like black and white for this one is great. Um, and what are you gonna write? I don't know. Probably
Oh,
thank you.
thank you for your
Yeah.
support and
Thank you for your
trust.
support. And then
I love that. Barbara in the chat says they just sent birthday cards to the daughters. So that's pretty cool. Did you use Adobe Express, Barbara? Let us know.
I would put your like tags in here, like thank you, whatever. So I'd write the person's name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna write a whole thing, but like, we appreciate your order so much. This, it is so important to shop small, and we can't thank you enough for supporting this small business, whatever. I'm just writing this off the top of your head, like, and then maybe saying something like, if you love our product, we'd love to see you wear it.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's a good call out as
we
well.
like to convince people to take photos of the product, right? Like,
Yeah.
and what I learn over and over and over again is like, you have to tell people what you want all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like, maybe you think people who are supporting small businesses would like be excited to tag you and whatever, but they need the reminder. So if you encourage them here, right here, to like post an unboxing video or like, show us how you wear it, whatever, and like give
Yeah.
them even incentive, like we'll repost, or maybe even if you post, we'll give you a discount for the next
Yeah.
order thing.
Yeah. Usually I've seen brands, I mean bigger brands in this case, not necessarily small businesses, send you like a thank you card with a QR code or like a 10% discount code for the next purchase.
Yeah.
As well, which is a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this. Yeah. It's like a positive affirmation that, hey, if you unbox, make a video, share with us. I love that. Barbara comes back and says, yes, that they did use Adobe Express. Love to hear it. Yeah. It's actually so funny. I actually designed thank you cards for a video I was doing the other day, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I get to host Phoebe with, she's also making thank you cards.
I love
Amazing.
it. Yeah. I'm gonna just start a new box. Anyways, you want to make sure that this is the same size as this one. This is still green. So anyways, you want to like format this, but you guys get this. Does anyone have any other questions about how to bring your digital item to life? Like what else you should be including in your product-based package?
Actually, yeah, let's talk about it. What do you typically include in something like this, and how can you design that? I mean, I'm really interested to see how people can remix your template. So maybe once we're done with this design, we can
Sure.
take people through like a quick walkthrough of how they can remix your template.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of us joining us live or watching on replay don't even know that you can remix the template. So that would be fun.
Yes. Let's find it. Where did it go? My projects. So you'll get the links to something like this.
Yeah.
We have people already looking at it, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're gonna want to duplicate it.
Yeah, I can actually send you a link in chat. I don't know if you have chat open.
Oh, to open from the link?
Yeah, to open from a link and how that looks. But that's fine. You can just show
Okay.
us how they can edit it.
Okay. So then you'll duplicate it, or maybe you don't need to duplicate it then.
Well, so it says remix this design and then it opens up in Adobe Express and it just creates a copy itself.
Okay. So see, this is pretty similar to the other one, a little bit different. This is an Adobe stock photo.
Yeah, it does look very similar, but
very similar. I wanted to
different.
sort of keep it in line. But so those same things, searching for the paint. This is actually a shape. We didn't talk about, we did with those guys. But I like finding flowers or sparkles or stars, like some basic shapes. And then you can just replace these things. So if you don't like this part, you can delete it. you can replace this with a different design asset. Maybe, I don't know, you like this guy. That didn't replace, that just added. That's a great way to have my structure and have these things already going. For this one, I use the white with the color Girl Gang Craft, and I kind of think that looks better too. So my old me was a better designer than new me, but sometimes
but we're also
happens.
live. I mean, we're also live. Let's give you credit for that. Yeah.
But so other things that you include in a package. So there's really cool ways that you can personalize it. I think, it is a little controversial with like how much packaging to include, right? There's a huge movement to less packaging or even reusing like your Amazon packaging. So there's sort of like two audiences for that. One who's going to like recycle your packaging and really have low impact on the environment. But I think there's also a way that you can do more sustainable packaging and also have really branded packaging. So I have like a cute little tissue that says Girl Gang Craft all over it. I have compostable mailers. Those are not branded. Those are just compostable mailers. And then inside I include postcard, business card. Sometimes I think these are redundant. So sometimes I just save the business cards for maybe bigger orders or for wholesalers or for just in person.
Those are some cute business cards. Can you bring it up to the center of the camera? Maybe a little closer.
Yeah. So
those are really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Moo has this thing that has like this gold gilded thing. Which is so fun. Like, I just love it. So that's fun. And then I did stickers with Moo too. So like I'll fold my my tissue all cute and then do a little sticker. So it's really personalized and people get excited to open up a package, right? You want brand recognition, right? You want them to see the package and immediately like connect it with your brand identity.
Would you design some of these stickers in Adobe Express? We have like about 3 minutes here in the stream. I don't know if just a time check. I totally forgot. I was enjoying our conversation and I forgot to give you a time check at the 15 minute
mark. Okay. That's okay. We can roll with it. I mean, like something like this could be a sticker. I would just, again, see like what the size requirements are for some of these things. But like, I think an Instagram post could be a really good way to start off. Tomorrow we're talking about stickers. Also, I forgot to say that we're doing bumper stickers tomorrow. So if you come back same time tomorrow, we're going to do some bumper stickers. I just designed 3 bumper stickers for our brands recently. So I was inspired to share that, but like, maybe you just want like, this is so cute. This could be a sticker, right?
Yeah.
Doing your brand colors, whatever. And then, you could just have your logo as a sticker. Like these are, simple things that you might already have designed. They probably want you to save it as a transparent background. Unless like, I think my Moo stickers are square. So I think they actually kind of look like this with a white background.
Okay.
So there's so many things that you can do, right, with digital into print, with Adobe Express.
I love that. Yeah, I love all that you showed us today, Phoebe. Thank you so much for this quick and easy demonstration of how to create thank you cards. If you guys missed this, please make sure to watch the replay and remix Phoebe's templates, which is linked in the description. Phoebe, why don't you give us a quick recap for anyone who's joining us today and show us what we're going to do? Not show us, tell us the plan for tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're making bumper stickers, which will be really fun. Today's recap, right? We talked about making postcards and having a personal thank you in your packages when you send them out to clients. We talked about stickers. We talked about, writing both sides of the postcard. And yeah, I think it's just a really great way to be aligned with your brand identity, to continue customer support. And like, it makes you stand out from Target and Amazon, right? It gives you a little bit more of an exciting feel and it feels fun to support small businesses. Yeah, if you like this, follow me on the gram, Girl Gang Craft. And that Moo code is Girl Gang Craft 20. We have a podcast. I'm around. I'm doing these lives. I'd like to do these lives a lot. So, yeah, stick around and we'll show you how to create some amazing things with Adobe Express.
Absolutely. Join us here tomorrow, same time, same place, with Phoebe, creating some bumper stickers. Thanks all for joining, both on Behance and YouTube. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks. Bye for now.